Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Week 3 action from the World Football Alliance. Here in the Alliance Division, we have the Houston Voyagers going up against the Memphis Hounds. You see a look at the coaches there. Coach Victor Knox for the Memphis Hounds. Coach Timothy Nolte of the Houston Voyagers. We're here in Memphis, Tennessee, as the teams get fired up, ready to take the field here at the Blues Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. Here come the teams. Ready for a high-powered primetime game. Coach is getting the players pumped up there. You see Ebron, the running back for Houston, talking to the coach. Kezvar Hien, the quarterback for Houston. Kezvaharn. All right, and here we are for the kickoff. From the Blues Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee, the Memphis Hounds kick it off to the Houston Voyagers. That's fielded by Holly and brought up the field to the 27. Talked about him a second ago. Donald Kezvaharn. Sorry, that's a tough name for me, guys. The quarterback for the Houston Voyagers coming out onto the field. A very, very good quarterback in this league is Kezvaharn out of Oklahoma. He'll start out, hand the ball off to Ebron, who will pick up a few yards. Very good running back he has there in Leo Ebron out of Ohio State. As we take a look at the Houston starters. On offense, there's a look at Coach Timothy Nolte of Houston. He brings a strong defense with very good linebacker play as Kezvaharn drops back and hits Montgomery across the middle for a first down. As I said, Houston brings a strong defense with outstanding linebackers and a balanced offensive attack. Pretty good setup they have as Memphis breaks through and gets the sack on Kezvaharn. Here we'll take a look at some of the injuries that Memphis is dealing with this week. As they drop Kezvaharn for an 8-yard loss, it'll be 2nd and 18. Kezvaharn hands to Ebron, who gets a hold, breaks free, past the 50, 40, 30, 20. He's closing in but will not catch him. Touchdown Voyagers, 68-yard touchdown run for Leo Ebron. Take a look at it here. He broke a few tackles on his way to that one. Outstanding play there for the Voyagers, who take an early lead in this one. Extra point is up and good. 4 plays, 73 yards, a minute 46, and Houston is on the board. Pursuing kickoff now. After that huge run, Bernard will take it from the goal line for Memphis. Try to cut it out, and he will lose yardage there. Brought down around the 20, but there's a flag on the play.
Holding, receiving team.
It's going to be holding on the return team. Ray Spaeth called for the hold. Coach Victor Knox was not happy there. And Jackson Hardings, possibly the best quarterback we have here in the World Football Alliance, will come out, bring his Memphis Hounds out on the field as he'll pass on his first play. Almost intercepted there. We've talked about the strong D of Houston. As Hardings comes to the line, 2nd and 10. He will pass again. He's under pressure. Gets this one away to Guvia, the tight end. Good tight end Hardings has out there in Guvia as he completes that pass for a first down. Hardings out of Nebraska. He will pass again. There's his trusty tight end Guvia for his second consecutive catch. 2nd and 2 for the Hounds. Hardings hands the ball off to Green, who gets bottled up for no gain on the play. That'll be 3rd and 2. Two-back set for Hardings, who will audible on the play and hand it to Green. He'll pick up the first down to keep the drive going. Coach Knox liking it. Memphis comes into this game 2-0. Houston comes in 1-0. So we're going to have a good game on our hands, we hope, folks. As Hardings hands that one off. And there's a flag on the play again. Looks like it's going to be another hold on Memphis. That one on Carroll Stevens. That'll move them back 10 and put it 1st and 20 for Houston. Single back set for Hardings. He will pass out of the shotgun. He'll sling it out right to Landron, who makes the reception for a 10-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Single back set for Hardings and the Hounds. He'll hand it to Green, who lowers his shoulder to pick up a few yards on that one. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7 for Memphis, who brings just a balanced game all around, offensively and defensively. And with a quarterback like Jackson Hardings back there, just as I say that, he slings that one incomplete. But I was going to say, with a quarterback like Jackson Hardings under center, they bring, as well as their 2 outstanding receivers, Frederick Flowers out of Florida and Jason Buckley out of Western Kentucky. They bring a high-powered passing offense. So look for that to be the battle today. The linebackers and secondary of Houston against that high-powered passing offense of Memphis, as you see the numbers on the year for Leo Ebron. Houston will take over at the 20 after the punt. Single back set, 3 wide receivers. Handoff to Ebron, who runs over another defender. Having his way with this defense so far. That was a run of 7 yards. That'll be 2nd and 3 for Houston. Single back set, bunch formation left. Kazvaharian swings it out to Montgomery, who makes the catch for the first down. I apologize. I'm going to struggle with this name all day, folks. It's one of the tougher names we have here in the league for me, as he will hand it off to Ebron. Kazvaharn hands it off to Ebron. And we'll take a look at the defense of the Memphis Hounds, with Huff, Ganther, Summers at the linebacker core. Rofe, Gribbs, Arrington, and Oliver in the secondary. 2nd and 8 for Houston now. Kazvaharn will audible, hand it to Ebron on the draw play. Nice run there, as Ebron has 5 rushes, already 91 yards there, as you see, averaging 18 yards a carry on his 5 carries so far. Already over 100 yards offense for Houston. As Boone motions, hands off to Ebron, trying to squirm free. He'll pick up a gain of 2 on that one to bring up 2nd and 8. Casvaharn will drop back and pass. That one's complete to Montgomery, who's hauled in some catches so far already. 3 catches for Montgomery for 39 yards. They've all come at opportune times. And Houston is driving again on the 30-yard line. Single back set, 3 wide receivers for Casvaharn. He'll sling it out to Montgomery again. Already, there you see 4 for 4 is Casvaharn. All 4 have gone to Montgomery. We talked about Guvia of Memphis being that tight end security blanket. It is quickly apparent to me that Montgomery is that H-back type security blanket for Casvaharn. As the Voyagers line up in a power I, they hand it to Ebron over the left side. Pick up only 1 yard, and that'll bring up 3rd and 4 for Houston. Memphis would like a stop here. Casvaharn will pass. He's under pressure. Over the middle. Touchdown. Houston Voyagers. Boy, Casvaharn put that right where he needed to. Fit that one through a tight window. Under pressure. Great pass there. Great route ran by the receiver. Houston will look to make it 14-0 early on here on the road. And Eaton converts the extra point there. So Houston kicking off now with a 14-0 lead. 4:50 to play in the first quarter. Bernard again from the goal line. He'll get out past the 25 to the 26. All right, Memphis Hounds and Jackson Harding back now. Though they trail 14-0, they are never counted out with this high-powered passing offense. And as I said, look at there, wide receiver screen from Harding's out to his star wide receiver, Frederick Flowers. One play, wide receiver screen. He takes it to the house for a touchdown. Look at this simple wide receiver screen out to Flowers. Good blocking downfield from his other receivers. And just like that, folks, Memphis Hounds are right back in it. Just as I was saying, I usually bring the commentator's curse, but that time it worked out perfectly for me. I was just talking about how in the blink of an eye, Memphis can hit you with big yardage, and boom, they hit them with a touchdown. And they're right back in this one. One play, 74 yards, 12 seconds for Houston. Correction, for Memphis. They are right back in this game. Houston leads 14-7. Pursuing kickoff. Fielded at the goal line by Dunn. He'll bring it out over the 20-25. He's taken down at the 27. All right, let's see if Houston and Casvaharn can answer back. Bunch right, single receiver to the left. He'll turn around, hand it to Ebron, who will power through the middle for a gain of 4. Huff on the tackle for Memphis. 2nd and 6, single back set. He'll hand it to Ebron on the draw. Ebron, nice yardage over the 40 for the first down, and Ebron goes over 100 yards already in the first quarter, folks. 110 yards for Leo Ebron. 1st and 10. He'll hand it to Ebron again. Another gain of about 9 there. Make it 8 yards on the gain. Houston just picking apart this Memphis defense with that draw play. And when they do pass, Kasvaharn is doing what he needs to do and completing those passes. Another draw play, another huge yardage. Houston has to address the holes in this defense. Coach Victor Knox and Memphis, sorry I said Houston, Memphis and Coach Victor Knox have got to address this. Right back to the well to Ebron up the middle. Already 133 yards for Ebron. An adjustment has to be made or the Voyagers are going to run all over the Hounds today. 2nd and 7. Kasvaharn will now pass. Good blocking, and a defender gets free. Huff for his 3rd tackle of the day, 1st sack. Drops Kasvaharn. That's Grant Huff, the right outside linebacker out of Texas A&M. Him and Cameron Cardell, the defensive tackle at Oklahoma, anchor that Memphis defense, but they're going to have to pull it together here by the looks of things in the 1st quarter as that pass is completed by Kasvaharn, gobbled up, and Memphis finally gets the defensive stop they needed, and it came when Houston started passing the ball. They had about 5 or 6 straight runs. That all went for good yardage as Houston will punt it. It's angled. Nice punt down at the 1-yard line. What a coffin corner punt there. We talked about the adjustments that Coach Victor Knox and the Hounds would have to make. They appeared to make them as they forced that punt there, but they will start from their 1 as Hardings hands the ball to Green, who fights out past the 5. Nice hard run by Green there. As the 1st quarter comes to an end, your score is Houston Voyagers 14, Memphis Hounds 7. Domination so far by Leo Ebron and the Houston offense, aside from that one dynamic play that Memphis had. And we're back to start the 2nd quarter, 2nd and 4 for Memphis. Harding's audibles. He'll hand it to Green on a draw, who gets drilled at the 5-yard line. No gain on the play. 3rd and 4 from their own 6. Harding's back to pass, standing in his own end zone. He steps up, fires it to Flowers, who already has the touchdown reception. Big play there for the 1st down. You see the scores below. Chicago Tigers dominated the Orlando Wizards earlier today as Green takes the handoff and gets eaten up for a 1-yard loss in the backfield. Also there below you see the Brooklyn Barons came out on top over the London Black Knights. 2nd and 11 for Memphis Hardings will pass from the shotgun, surveying the field. Good coverage downfield allowed Hoffman to get through for that sack. Hardings just had nowhere to put the ball. His line did everything they could, but they could not block as long as they needed to, as Ben Hoffman, Houston's best defensive player, the right outside linebacker out of Ole Miss, just one of the outstanding linebacking core that Houston brings, is able to get through on the sack to bring up 3rd and long for the Hounds.
All right, here we go.
Single back set for Hardings. He'll drop back. Good pickup block by the receiver. There is the man Flowers. Another big time reception for a first down for Flowers. We will talk about it all throughout this game, but Memphis is never really out of any situation due to the dynamic passing game that they bring. So far, it's on display with Frederick Flowers, the Florida Gator. That one's trouble as it bounces off the hands of the receiver. Almost gets intercepted. And it will bring up 2nd and 10 for Memphis. Audible by Hardings there. He's got a single back set. He'll pass to Robertson. Pass complete for the first down. Robertson, not one of the big 2 receivers for Memphis, but part of that good wide receiver core as a whole. As there's a pitch to Green over the left side, stumbles out for some decent yardage. Gain of 6 on that one. That'll be 2nd and 4. Bunch right. And the left tackle jumped on that one. Tough break for Memphis. Coach Knox will not be happy with that one. 3rd penalty on the Memphis Hounds today. Coach Knox is not going to be pleased with the discipline. Memphis comes out and lines right back in the same formation. Bunch right, single back set. This will be a handoff to Green, who gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. And just like that, it's 3rd and 8 after a promising first play on this drive. The penalty killed the momentum. Let's see if Jackson in this passing offense can again save the day. Jackson rolls out, floats it to the end zone. Overthrows his receiver, incomplete. Looks like that one may have been intended for Guvia. And the Hounds will punt. This punt angled out of bounds at the 12. So the Voyagers will take over at their own 12-yard line. Play action by Casvaharn. Good protection. Slings it over the middle. Complete. 7 of 7 on the day for Casvaharn so far, with 12 yards per attempt, as you see there. Play action. He will again pass. And he'll be brought down, but I tell you, I like what Houston's doing here. They started out this game dominating with the running back, Leo Ebron, in the run game. Memphis made a little bit of an adjustment, and now Houston has countered that adjustment and went to the pass game as that one falls incomplete. Good defensive coverage there by Memphis. First incompletion for Casvaharn, and it's 3rd and long as Casvaharn will pass. That one's complete. First down. Way to hang it in there by Casvaharn. Put it right on the money to Slade. And as I was saying, they've countered Memphis's adjustment, and they have went straight to the pass game on this drive, have yet to run the ball. And so far it's working out as they start at their 12. They're now across midfield to the 47 of Memphis. And they will pass again. Quick wide receiver hitch to Slade, who gets some good yardage, breaking tackles down to the 20-yard line. Great play calling here on this drive by Coach Timothy Nolte of Houston. Really playing mind games with Coach Knox in Memphis. And there he goes to the run the first time on this drive. And it just like that, there's another first down run. You can pretty much count on that today by Leo Ebron. Whenever you need it, hand him the ball, and he's going to get you some yardage. As Montgomery was wide open on that one, but did not turn around and look for the pass. It hit him right in his back and falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Houston. Bunch left. Casvaharn will pass to the left, out of the reach of the receiver. It'll be 3rd and 10. Houston can get a first down inside the 1-yard line. Single back set. Casvaharn will play action, look to pass. Pocket closing in around him, and he will get dropped at the 20 by Adkins. And Houston will add a field goal here. Which is good, and they will stretch their lead out 17-7. 6:34 to play in the first half as Houston kicks to Memphis, fielded by Bernard at the 2. He'll bring it up to the middle of the field, taken down around the 28. All right. Memphis back out on offense now. Single back set. They will start the drive at their 29 with 6:30 to go first half. Green off the left side, making people miss. Nice run for Green. His first run really of any substantial yardage, as he will get a first down. 2-back set. Interesting formation there by Memphis. Hardings will pass. That pass complete. To number 11 there. Another first down. Buckley, his first reception. Another good receiver, Jason Buckley, of this outstanding receiving core here in Memphis. Good pickup block there by Green as Gaudia, the tight end, Gavia, makes that reception of 6. Bring up 2nd and 4. Gavia's third catch. Ponder on the tackle. Single back set on 2nd down for Hardings. Another good pickup block by Green. He's doing a nice job out of that backfield. That puts Harding over 200 yards passing in the first half here. That one goes to Buckley again. An outstanding slot-type possession receiver. You've seen the downfield threat that is Flowers as Green on the misdirection. And just like that on this drive, folks, this Memphis offense is firing on all cylinders as they are already down to the 15. 2nd and 1, audible bunch left for Hardings and the Hounds. He'll hand it to Flowers out of the backfield. Not the receiver Flowers. That's his cousin, at running back, the backup running back, who loses a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and 2. Memphis wants a touchdown here. They're in the power I formation. Goes to Flowers again, who fights to the marker. That's going to be close and dependent on the spot. And it looks like they signal the first down. Good hard run by the backup there. Bunch right, and the left tackle jumped again. Coach Victor Knox is going to give him an earful at halftime. I can guarantee that, folks. First and 15. That play really hurt them. You got to hope it doesn't cost them like it did last time, as Hardings hits Flowers on the slant there. Frederick Flowers, 4 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown here already today. As we count down towards a 2-minute warning in the first half, 2:06 to go. 2nd and 5, they get the snap off. Hand it to Green up the middle, fighting into the end zone. No, they call him down at the 1. And that will be the 2-minute warning of the first half as Ponder makes the stop at the 1-yard line. So it will be 1st and goal, Memphis Hounds. They line up.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
2 backs. Hardings will hand it to Green. Touchdown, Memphis. Watson holds for Tucker, who puts up the extra point. Your score, 17-14, Houston over Memphis. Here's the kickoff from the 1. Dunn brings it out. Good coverage there. He's taken down at the 28. And the Voyagers back out. Single back set for Casvaharn, who will pass. Quick hitch to the left. Bounces dangerously there, but falls incomplete. Second and 10. 3 wide receivers. Casvaharn rolls out right, and he is taken down. Sack on the play. Nice defensive pressure there by Memphis. 3rd and 21 now for Houston, who lines up in a power I, and they will just hand it to Ebron, and why not? The big runs he has been able to pull off here today, but not that time. He gets bottled up. Nice 3 and out by the Memphis defense, and they will force Houston to punt them the ball from their own 20-yard line. So Memphis will have good field position. Ooh, almost blocked there. To work with. Fair catch at the 25. Nice punt by Houston there. So Memphis will at least try to tie this game with a field goal, if not steal this lead if they can, heading into halftime, as Harding's play actions. Passes it downfield, falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for the Hounds. 4 wide receivers. Green leaks out of the backfield. Hardings was looking for him, but his protection broke down, and Hardings gets sacked. So Houston answering Memphis's good defense with defense of their own. They have pushed Memphis all the way back to their 17 and made it 3rd and 17. And just as Houston did, Memphis will hand that ball off. And Houston counters Memphis and will now make Memphis punt them the ball back with 1:18 to play in the first half. Punt is away. It is a booming punt, fielded inside the 20. Nice coverage tackle there. Brings down the return man. At the 26, you see Casvaharn numbers today. Good, efficient day for him so far. Let's see how Houston will play this possession with 1:10. They bring out 4 receivers. Ebron to the left of Casvaharn, who will pass over the middle. Led Pilgrim a little too much. He had to dive to make the reception. But he does. That's a pickup of 5. Clock still ticking as Houston has 1 timeout left. Down to 50 seconds. They snap the ball. Casvaharn looking, passes to the left, complete to Slade. Spin move, juke move, breaking tackles. He could have got out of bounds, but he did get a few more yards there. Take another look at this. Look at that. Spin move, juke move, breaking tackles. Outstanding run there by Slade with some rack yards on that one. Summers finally brings him down. Clock ticks down to 25 seconds left in the half as Casvaharn takes a snap. Pocket closing in. Did not have anywhere to go with the ball. Great coverage downfield by the Hounds. Did not leave Casvaharn anywhere to pass the ball. Perhaps he should have just thrown it away and stopped the clock instead of losing 7 yards. As he hands that one to Ebron, there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul.
Face mask against Memphis on Dixon Rove. That has to hurt. Coach Victor Knox is going to be infuriated at halftime with these penalties that Memphis are committing. As you see there, that Houston isn't going to take any more chances. They will take that 15 yards from the face mask that puts them in field goal range, and they will kick a field goal. That just adds to the fury that Coach Knox is going to have because of a stupid penalty. Houston is able to put points on the board. Miscues by Memphis here in this first half as Bernard takes the kickoff and brings it out to around the 30. So with 6 seconds on the clock, I would not expect Memphis to do much, and they will not. They will down this ball and send it to halftime. Your score at halftime will be Houston Voyagers 20, Memphis Hounds 14. There you see the frustration for Coach Knox as he and his team head to the locker room. Let's take a look at the first half stats. There you see, we talked about the passing offense of Memphis. That's the only thing they have going for them so far. All other categories dominated by the Voyagers. There was Ebron's 68-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. Casvaharn would answer back with a passing touchdown there to put Houston up 14-0. Here is the wide receiver screen to Flowers on the very next offensive play that he took to the house to answer back. There you see Leo Ebron with 135 yards rushing in the first half. Here was Memphis' second touchdown, the 1-yard run by Green. And let's get back to the field for the third quarter as Memphis will start on offense. Bernard takes the kickoff out over the 25 to the 27. And the Hounds will start on offense. They send 3 wide receivers to the right. Single back set. Hardings will play action, swing it out right to Buckley, who makes a few guys miss. Good moves by Buckley, as there you see 220 yards by Hardings through the air. Jason Buckley on the reception. Fought for a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. The handoff goes to Green, who has holes. Huge run there by Green over the left side. Gets him up to 94 yards on the day. You have to wonder what Coach Knox told his team at halftime. We were unable to get an interview with him. He was pretty furious leaving to go to halftime. But judging so far, his team has responded to his halftime speech. Then again, this offense is always high-powered and just one pass away from a touchdown here in Memphis, as that handoff goes to Green on 2nd and 9. Gets a gain of 2. That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for Memphis. That they're going to need that dynamic pass game here to pick up a first down, as the backup Flowers is in at running back. He'll leak up the middle. The pass was intended for him. He got a little bump from a defender there that knocked him off of his route a little. He was unable to make the play. And Memphis will settle for a field goal attempt. It will be a 41-yard field goal attempt for Tucker. Watson hold, Tucker kick up, and it trickles through, hits the crossbar, and trickles across for the field goal. So Memphis hanging in here at home. They trail by only a field goal as Dunn takes the kickoff out to the 28-yard line. Let's see what the Voyagers offense has here. 3 wide receivers. Ebron to the left of Casvaharn. He'll hand it to Ebron, who gets met at the line and bottled up by Ty Cribbs. Nice tackle there. Gain of 1 on the play for Ebron. Casvaharian will hand it to him again. He will fight. That his 17th carry of the day. He's up to 157 yards. Cribbs again on the tackle. His 2nd straight tackle. Will bring up 3rd and 6 for the Voyagers. Single back. Casvaharn rolls out right. Gets brought down. And Casvaharn may be hurt, folks. He is clutching his side or arm. Not sure which, as we have an injury timeout after the sack. There you see Casvaharn on the sideline. It brought up 4th down anyway. We will have to see if he comes back out. He appeared to be okay there standing there drinking some Gatorade as the Voyagers will punt. Ulbrich sends the punt downfield. Booming punt fielded inside the 15. Bernard then met at about the 19-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Memphis Hounds come out. They would like to get this home crowd rocking, who really haven't been in the game very much yet to this point, as Green takes a handoff right side. Makes some people miss. Green now up over 100 yards as that run goes for 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Audible by Hardings. Green to his left. He'll hand it to Green. On the halfback draw, he gets taken down for no gain. Campbell on the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Hounds. Single back. Hardings takes the snap. He'll pass over the middle. Incomplete. Hardings 12 of 19. His accuracy has not been what we're used to seeing from Jackson Hardings today. Give credit to the Houston secondary, and they will force the Hounds to punt the ball right back to them. Malachi sends this punt, fielded at the 25, met at the 27. Good coverage there. And Houston now back out on offense. Single back set. Handoff goes to Ebron, who gets about 9 on that run. We should note that was the backup quarterback who is in there right now. It was not Casvaharn, as the handoff goes to Ebron. So how heavily will they now rely on Ebron in that running game? There's an audible there. You see the backup again hands it to Ebron, who picks up the first down. He is up to 169 yards on the day. Leak on the tackle for Memphis. Single back set. Handoff to Ebron again. Heavy dose of Ebron here with the backup quarterback in the game. Adkins on the tackle. That was a gain of 4. They now line up in the shotgun. Ebron to the left of the quarterback. Casvaharn is now back in there, and as soon as he comes back in, they let him pass the ball. So he only sat out for a few plays on that drive there, all of which were runs. As soon as Casvaharn comes back in, he fires a pass across the field complete. Nothing better to get confidence back than have him come right in the game and sling a pass down the field. Good play call there by Coach Nolte as they go right back to Ebron on that one. Gain of 6. Stop me if you've heard this before today, but Ebron is hard to bring down, folks. 2 backs now. Another running play. Ebron over the right, has a hole, runs over a defender at the 10, brought down at the 8. 190 plus yards today for Ebron, and we are only in the 3rd quarter. Still with a tight ball game. Houston 1st and goal, trying to add to their 3-point lead. Casvaharn audibles, hands it to the backup. Belukity. These Houston Voyagers have some tough names for me today. They're keeping me on my toes. Belukity, the backup running back, on that carry, Not much of a gain. It'll be 2nd and goal. Kazvahar again hands it to Belukadi, who carries the pile into the end zone for the touchdown. His first career touchdown. Big, powerful back does he appear to be. Look at this. Carries 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Memphis Hounds with him to the end zone. Nice, powerful run for the backup there. And the Voyagers add a touchdown. Extra point attempt is up and good. Houston stretches their lead to 10, 27-17. Kickoff is away now, fielded by Robertson inside the 5, met before he can get to the 25. Good coverage by Houston. Memphis offense back on the field now. Bunch right for Jackson Hardings. He turns, hands the ball to Green. Nice hole up the middle. I believe Green may have cut the wrong way on that one. He had some running room to his right. Nonetheless, decent gain of 7 yards there. Memphis will line up single back again. The guard pulls on that one and misses a block, and Green pays for it as he gets brought down. Walters in on the tackle. Hardings now will line up in the shotgun. He will call an audible. Hardings will pass to the left, complete to his main man, Flowers. Flowers has had an outstanding day. Buckley has also had a good day. The two high-powered receivers that Memphis throws at you. 13 of 20 on the day for Hardings. Not his usual outstanding numbers, but still good numbers for a quarterback in this league as he hits Green out of the backfield there for his first reception of the day. 245 yards on the day for Hardings, and his team still trails by 10. Hardings audibles again. Hands the ball to Green up the middle, who is bottled up for only a gain of 1. This Houston defense appears to be confusing Hardings here on this drive. Several audibles he has called. He will fake this one, slings it as he's hit to Landrum, and that is why Jackson Hardings is the quarterback he is, folks. Take another look at this as he fires a touchdown pass. As he was hit, he was pretty much, it appeared to me at the time, he was in the middle of being hit and falling to the ground when he threw that pass on a rope through the coverage to the receiver for a touchdown. Landrum. Outstanding play there to keep Memphis within striking distance, and they close the deficit now, only trailing by 3, 27-24, as Dunn takes the kickoff from the 5 out to about the 30-yard line. Let's see how Houston answers back. Kazvaharn in the shotgun. Ebron to his left. Ebron leaks out of the backfield. Kazvaharn throws it deep. He's got a man. Pass oh, nice defensive play. Slade had that one in his hands. Then the pass was broken up there. Nice defensive play. Kazvaharn will play action on this one. Good blocking hit as he threw, I believe. A defender got a hand in on that one, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and 10. I've been impressed with this Memphis defense today. We haven't talked a lot about their defense, which is understandable with Jackson Hardings and this wide receiver core, as Casvaharn hits that pass for a huge first down pickup. Again, here I am with the commentator's curse, giving praise to the Memphis secondary, and they give up a big pass for a first down. Casvaharn rolling out, cannot get away from Rich, who brings him down for a loss of 2. That'll be 2nd and 12 after the sack. There you see Mexico City Golden Eagles came out on top of Salt Lake City. Sacramento came out on top of Austin, as Casvaharn drops that one right where he needed to. Great touch pass there by Casvaharn. Portland came out on top of Oklahoma City by 2 points in a hard-fought game there. The Battle of the Birds, the Nighthawks versus the Snowhawks, as you take a look at the offensive numbers today. Completely tied in total yardage, whereas Houston has got their yardage by land, majority of their yardage by land, and Memphis got their majority by air. As there's play action. Oh, fumble on the play, scooped up. I believe it was recovered. Atkinson broke through, his 3rd and a half sack on the day for Atkins. Look at this, hurdles the running back, drills him. Fumble recovered by number 79. Big number 50 on the sack. Great defensive play by Memphis. First turnover of the game, and let's see if that's the spark the Hounds need to take the lead for the first time in this game. Hardings comes out, single back set, he audibles, hands it to Green, met as soon as he gets the ball, and taken down by big man Walters, his 2nd tackle for loss on the day. And that will do it for the 3rd quarter, folks. Good ball game here between Houston and Memphis. Second and 12 to start this 4th quarter for the Hounds. Harding's in the shotgun. Lofts one deep. Wide open is Landrum, who makes the catch and is forced out of bounds. Harding's put that one on the money. He is now up over 300 yards passing. You see good separation. What a catch and play by Landrum there. Left his defender, had good separation, made a difficult catch, got his feet down in bounds. Great play by Landrum here. Hardings now will pass over the middle. Buckley makes the catch down at the 2-yard line. 29 yards on that one. And the Memphis pass game is rolling here in the 4th quarter when they need it most. Now at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal, 417 total yards for Memphis. Hardings will hand it to Green, who powers it in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. And for the first time in this game, the Memphis Hounds take the lead. Let's see if that gets this Memphis crowd into it. They are starting to make some more noise here as Tucker adds the extra point. Memphis takes the 4-point lead. This crowd coming to life. Let's see if the defense can feed off that energy as Holly brings it out of the end zone to the 25-yard line. Houston out now. Let's see how they answer back. For the first time in this game, they are now trailing. Casvaharn will pass, and he is sacked again. Summers gets through for his second sack. And this Memphis defense is coming to life in the fourth quarter just when they need it most. Loss of 8 on the sack, 2nd and 18 from their own 17-yard line. Casvaharn will be forced to pass again under pressure. He'll roll out right. He throws the ball downfield. The pass complete to Pilgrim, but I believe Casvaharn was going to be past the line of scrimmage, and he was. What a mistake there by Casvaharn. Unable to make the decision to run or pass. He made the decision too late, and it will cost them. All right, folks, I apologize for that. We had some stray dogs find their way into the announce booth here and began some barking. Sorry about that. After Casvaharn with another quarterback run, he had decent yardage. They're unable to pick up the first down. Houston will be forced to punt with 12:20 on the clock as they trail by 4 in this one. Punt fielded at the 12 by Bernard. Brought down. All right, Memphis takes over on offense with a 4-point lead, 12-11 to play in the game. Hardings will hand it off to Green, who is met in the backfield by 2 Houston defenders. 15th tackle of the season for Cooks there. That's a loss of 1, 2nd and 11 for the Hounds from their 18-yard line. Harding's audibles. Looking deep. He rolls, throws on the run, drops it to Flowers. Nice scramble drill there. Flowers 164 yards receiving on the day. 469 total yards right now for Memphis. 362 through the air as he hands to Green, who will pick up about 5 on that one. That the 25th carry of the day for Green for 112 yards. As high power as this passing game is, Green has had a very, very solid day on the ground, which has allowed the pass game to work off of play action. As Guvia makes that catch, Hardings put that one right on the money for Guvia on the sideline. His 4th catch of the day. Look at this. Hardings steps up, fires it right to Guvia. Outstanding play there by Jackson Hardings. 1st and 10 from the 36. Hardings will hand it to Green, met by 3 defenders that time for no gain. Ben Hoffman breaks through, gets up there for the tackle. 2nd and 10 now. Hardings will throw it out to Landrum, who makes the catch. Tackled immediately, gain of 3. 4 catches, 94 yards for Landrum. Odom on the tackle, his 8th of the day. Hardings will pass to Landrum again right at the first down marker. Let's see where the spot is. It'll be short. That'll bring up 4th and inches as Hardings is up over 400 yards passing. Let's see what Memphis will do, and they will kick a 36-yard field goal to extend this lead to a touchdown. Kick is up by Tucker. It's good. Memphis adding to their first lead of the game. They're now up by 7. 34-27, 8:18 to play as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 2 by Dunn. Drilled before he can get to the 25. Good coverage by the Hounds. All right, Houston looking for a touchdown here that would tie the game here in the fourth quarter. Ebron single back set to the left of Casvaharn. Play action to him. He will pass. Complete to Leafguard. His first correction, not his first reception of the day. He had the touchdown reception in the first quarter. Only his second reception, though. Made the one touchdown reception and has went cold until that one. Casvaharn again will play action. Good protection deep to Slade, who has had an outstanding game. And just like that, there you see Slade's numbers. Dante Slade, 7 catches, 179 yards. Coach Nolte liking that. 2 pass plays for Houston, and they have marched down the field. They're at the 21-yard line in a power I, and now they will go to Ebron, who again breaks another 9-10-yard run. Over 200 yards on the day for Ebron. Brings up 2nd and 1 from the Memphis 12. Bunch right. Casvaharn audibles. Turns around, gives it to Ebron up the middle. First down and more. He's into the end zone. What a hard run by Ebron. His second rushing touchdown of the day. And just like that, 6:50 to go, Houston can tie this ball game. I believe that was a 3-play drive for Houston. 2 big pass plays and a hard touchdown run by Ebron. And they will try to tie it with the extra point and not go for 2 for the lead. Good call there by Coach Nolte as there's 6:50 to go in this one. We are tied at the Blues Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. Houston kicks it away, fielded by Bernard around the 2. Oh, he's got a hole up to the 30. Good return there by Bernard. All right, Jackson Harding leads the Memphis offense back out there. They're in a power I. Let's see if the Hounds can answer back that Houston drive and touchdown. Hard run by Green to the right side. There you see, offensively, I mean, time of possession almost identical. These two are fighting a hard-fought battle here in Memphis, Tennessee. Shaw was on that tackle, his 3rd of the day. Unbalanced line left, single back. And they will pass. All those linemen could not stop Ben Hoffman breaking through, his 2nd sack of the day. We talked about Hoffman out of Ole Miss. Coming off that right linebacker position. Taking down Hardings for the 2nd time today. And just like that, it's 3rd and 12. There's Frederick Flowers in the slot, who's had an outstanding day. Hardings will pass. He's taken down again. Campbell getting in there for the sack. His 3rd tackle of the day, 1st sack. And tie ball game, 5:11 to play. Houston forces Memphis to punt from their own 19. Malachi will have to get a good one away. He does. Field it at the 25. Dunn could not make the coverage man miss. He could have had some return room were he able to. So with 4:58 to go, Houston takes over, looking to take the lead late here. Ebron to the left of Casvaharn. Play action. Casvaharn looking deep, surveying the field. Protection breaks down, and Casvaharn goes down by Huff, his second sack of the day. Grant Huff, the right outside linebacker out of Texas A&M, able to fight off his block and get to Casvaharn for the sack. Casvaharn, while he's had a good game, I see a need where he needs to have better pocket presence. Several times today, his decision-making has been in question. He's made outstanding plays, don't get me wrong, but there's been several times today where he's taken a sack where he could have thrown the ball away. Just his pocket presence needs to be a little better, I believe. Also, I believe twice today he's thrown a pass past the line of scrimmage, which you cannot do at this level of football. As he passes here, 3rd and 11. Just threw that one out of the reach of Slade, who dived. Slade could have made the catch. Hard to point the blame on anyone there. Casvaharian led him a little too much, but Slade got his hands on the football and should have made the catch, as he's done all day today. Also give a third of the credit there to the Memphis defense, who was lined up in a good position to make that a hard play to convert. So Memphis now will get their shot at breaking this deadlock with 3:33 to play. Jackson Hardings will start from his 16. Two backs. He'll audible, hand it to Green up the middle, who finds a hole for a good gain of about 6 on that one. If I had to pick a quarterback in this league that I needed to drive me the length of the field with 3 minutes to play, Jackson Harding might just be the guy. And as I say that, he almost threw an interception, which would have been a pick 6. Defender unable to pull that ball in for the interception. It falls incomplete. 3rd and 4. Harding's pass is wide open. Flowers spin move out past the 30. First down. Memphis. 415 yards for Jackson Hardings. Defender in his face as he released that one. Hardings has the ability to stand in there and fire a ball downfield while taking a hit, as we saw earlier on the touchdown pass. He'll hand this one to Green, right side, tackled for a loss of 2 by Cooks, his second tackle of loss on the day, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. We are all tied up here at the Blues Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis Hounds, Houston Voyagers knotted at 34. Memphis Hounds 2nd and 12. Hardings will pass. Looking downfield. Buckley wide open. Spin move. These receivers of Memphis have an uncanny ability to make defenders miss. 3rd and inches. They will pass. It's complete to Buckley. Another spin move. The rack yards that these Hounds receivers are able to add after the catch are what makes them stand out from any other receiving core in the league, as Hardings hung in there, gets taken down by Levy. Loss of 7 on the sack. Memphis running a no huddle, minute 13. Clock ticks down. Hardings takes a snap, gets it to Green out of the backfield for a gain of 7. 3rd and 11 with a minute to go in this ball game. Hardings will just try to get them into field goal range, but he can't. He's taken down at a 50. Clock stopped at 51 as you take a look at the Blues Bowl and that huge video screen they have here. So decisions here, and it's going to be a punt by Coach Victor Knox. Missed opportunity there for the Hounds. And the Voyagers will have 45 seconds to try to get into field goal range. It's going to be hard to do as they start from their 9-yard line. You have to wonder, and they will hand the ball off to Ebron. There you see Bradley Eaton warming up. Target line's the 33, so not much of a powerful leg by Eaton. I think Houston's just going to play for overtime here as they have not even called timeout to stop the clock. They're not in any hurry. Until now, that falls incomplete. That could have been a huge play there. Unable to convert the pass, and it's 3rd and 2 from the 17 with 26 seconds. Ball handed to Ebron. Timeout now called by Memphis, who is going to see what they can do here as Malachi will punt from his own 5. Let's see if they try to bring the house for a block. Good protection by Houston. Malachi booms this one to the 25, where Memphis will start. They will only have 15 seconds on the clock. Not sure that's enough time to get in field goal range, but as I've said before, with this passing offense of Memphis, you never know. Hardings will pass. He's looking deep. He will drop it off short to Green, makes one miss. He should have got out of bounds, fumbles the football. Scrum for the ball. And Houston recovers the fumble. Ben Hoffman. Boom. 3 defenders drill Green, who fumbles the football. Ben Hoffman finally scoops it up for Houston. And this could be interesting, folks. Prevent defense out there now. 3 seconds on the clock. And it falls incomplete, but there's a flag. Clock is at zeros. Pass interference on Memphis. Are you kidding me? Keon Sanders called for pass interference. So that is going to give an untimed down. Timeout called by Coach Victor Knox, who is furious. The clock is at 0. Houston will have an untimed down, and they will attempt a field goal here to steal a victory in Memphis. It's a 40-yard field goal. Kick is up long enough. Straight enough, it's good, and that's the ball game. Houston Voyagers steal the victory in Memphis. What a turn of events there at the end of the game. What a hard-fought day by Jackson Hardings and his Memphis Hounds. Their first loss of the year is a tough one to swallow. What a game. Houston Voyagers improving to 2-0. Let's take a look at the highlights. There's Green, who had a good day. 2 touchdowns for him. Kaz Vaharian did enough on the day to get his team a win. Leo Ebron. Outstanding day for him, leading his Houston Voyagers to victory. There you see, other than the passing yards, Houston did what they had to do to win.